As much as I like computers, I really hate them. Because robots are way better. And puppets. Okay. With the puppet, like, you can move it around, it can smile, make you laugh. With computer graphics, what the heck? Okay? Obviously you're not trying. You just put a little couple numbers into a computer, and then some guy is, or a dragon or whatever. I hate computer graphics in movies. Computer graphics are the worst thing that have ever happened. Because Jim Henson was gonna rule the world by 2012, okay? It was clear. If you clearly go back to the 80s and see what he was doing, his techniques and his prowess, he was going to own every division of media, from news with puppets in there to I don't know, babysitters. Every part of your life would have a puppet in it. Guess who killed him? Probably a computer graphic guy. Maybe the Terminator. And now we don't have that future. Computer graphics have been just putting jobs of puppets and, yes, legally short people, little people, or midgets, as some call them, out of jobs, okay? Now, okay, we used to have movies like, oh wow, okay, I think, yeah. We used to have movies like, what was it,
Fraggle Rock.
I love that movie. I love Fraggle Rock. The Wizard of Oz, okay? You know, The Wizard of Oz was the greatest movie ever made back then. And probably today, because first of all, they didn't use computer graphics, they actually had small people. They had a lollipop guild. It's okay. First of all, back then, midgets had jobs, okay? Now they're wrestling each other at bars to get a couple bucks here and there because of computer graphics putting them out of business.
What about Peter Dinklage?
Yeah, Peter Dinklage is my hero, okay? If I could be smaller, I would. Just to be him. I am a fan of his work. Elf was amazing. Now here's what really gets me with computer graphics. There was a show, a little movie series called Star Wars. And back then, they had little people inside of teddy bear suits, throwing rocks at people, crushing people with logs. They were called Ewoks, okay? They had a midget inside of R2-D2, okay, that could move him around. Alright? That knowledge of knowing that there's little people inside of the suits is what makes me want to watch Star Wars. I want to watch Star Wars seeing a guy inside of a hot metal suit walking around in the desert on sand dunes, probably just almost getting dehydrated. And I would have probably had him just keep on walking back towards the camera and be like, oh, you didn't do the shot. Come back again.
How do you feel about Yoda?
Oh my gosh. Yoda was amazing, okay? From that smile he has on his mouth when he's being carried around by Luke Skywalker, his movements, you know, His eyes getting wide and excited. You can't ever see his feet either. Then he's just like. I love Yoda. Oh wow. He was basically like the great grandfather that's a small puppet that I never had. And what they did to him in episode 1 was great because they kept him a puppet. But what they did to him in episode 2, taking away his soul, taking away his heart and his mind and everything that made him Yoda. And they just turned him into some computer graphic, blank staring, generic, just a shell of a former heartwarming puppet. George Lucas, you're gonna pay. But if you accept the Star Wars Christmas special as canon, then I will not make you pay.